everyone, and welcome back to Urban York Homestead. Benvenuti, bentornati. Io mi chiamo Giulia. My name is Giulia, and I am very delighted to have you here in this video as usual. So, well, where to begin? Not much is actually happening at the moment, but it's more of a waiting game. So we haven't gotten the titer test back yet, we haven't gotten a date yet, none of that has actually happened. So yeah, not much to tell you, but nonetheless I've got some updates for you. So before we jump into that though, my name, as I said, is Giulia. My husband and myself live in South Africa, and we are in the process of immigrating to Italy, to a lovely little village called Sormano in the Lombardy area. It's close to Lake Como and the Swiss border. So we are in the process of immigrating there with our 6 cats from South Africa, and this is our story. We were sort of out living in the sticks, you know, people who wanted to go full on homesteading, and then kind of put our foot on the brakes and decided to move to a different country, a different hemisphere, a different continent, a different everything, and start all over again. There's a number of reasons why we wanted to do that. The number one reason being that I needed to be closer to the medical care that I need for a condition I have called Syringomyelia. If you want to know more about Syringomyelia, I'll leave a link down in the description for you to check out a bit more about that story. But for this video, I wanted to update you on where we are. So, for the cats, in a previous video, I spoke about their flight and how they're going to get there, what the route is that they're going to be taking. If you want to know more about their route, then please do click down in the description and give that video a watch after this one. But basically we're in the position where we need to know where they're going to land, so I'm waiting to get a few quotes from a few different airlines, and then that will determine which way they'll be flying, how they'll be flying there, but they will get there one way or another. Then also for the cats, we're waiting for the results of their titer test. So the titer test is for rabies, and rabies is one of those things you really just don't want to bring that over, and well, I'm fairly certain that our cats have rabies. But unfortunately, we were expecting those results last week and we haven't received them yet. I'll be giving the vet a call tomorrow. One of the reasons that is so important to us, other than it being required for entry into the country, it's because they can only fly 90 days after the test results are dated. Whatever is dated, gosh, sorry, a little bit of brain fog. Whatever date is on the test results, 90 days after that the cats can fly, and that's when I can fly. So we need to know that date so I can book and then arrange the logistics of that side, because that's obviously pending this date. That's all that's happening there. I don't have a date yet, none of that jazz. On a lighter note though, the apostille stamp on our marriage certificate has been completed, and we should be receiving our marriage certificate this week still, if not the earliest next week. For anyone who doesn't know, the apostille stamp is required on all documentation that you want to use internationally. It's been around since 1963, I believe. It is a way of internationally stating that the document is real. So it's an international verification that what this document states and the fact, is true and factual, and that it comes from a accredited, party. So like from South Africa, it will be from Home Affairs. That's where you get your marriage certificate. So we got our unabridged marriage certificate, so you need the most full form of that marriage certificate, and it had to go and get an apostille stamp by the governing authority. So in this case, it had to go to DIRCO, which is part of Home Affairs, and they stamp it. If it's something like a divorce decree, that has to go to the High Court for an apostille stamp. So be sure to check which kind of apostille stamp you need if you are in the process of immigrating as well, or thinking about it. So that is good news. Yay! That is the second last thing that we need from Home Affairs. Tomorrow we have an appointment with Home Affairs to complete the application for our South African passports, because as South African citizens, even though I'm an Italian citizen as well, I do need the South African passport to be able to leave and enter the country, because I do not need a visa. So I don't have a visa in my Italian passport. If I was staying here for longer than 3 months, then I would need a visa if I was not a citizen. So that's why we need to do that, and that should hopefully take 2 to 3 weeks, and then yay, most of our documentation here in South Africa is done. It's very, very exciting. So that is a little bit of good news. And then on the other side, the other exciting news, in a previous video I spoke to you all about packing and our packing to go overseas. If you want to watch that, I will link it down below as well. But essentially, time to pack is over. The movers are going to be here in less than a week. They're going to be here next week, Tuesday. So less than a week, they're coming and they're packing up all of our precious belongings, our prized things, the stuff we managed to keep. And yeah, it's gonna go. It takes 4 to 6 months for it to arrive. We're hoping on the 4-month side, but you know, especially being in the area that we're going to be, who knows when we will get it. I'm really hoping 4 months. But yeah, that makes it seriously and intensely real. It's coming. They're going to be here, and they're going to pack up all our stuff, and yeah, it's going to be gone. And soon enough, they'll be in Italy. It'll be crazy. Once our things actually arrive in Italy, it will certainly start to feel like home again, because there'll be those little reminders and things like post in the background that will just make it feel like home again. Sorry, still recovering from the bronchitis. It'll make it feel like home. It really will. It really will. And I don't know, I just can't wait. I can't wait for this all to kind of be over, in a sense, that we're there and we're starting to settle already. But I'm also like really nervous about it all happening and it all coming so fast. And nonetheless, that's happening. That's our other update. The movers are going to be here. Most of our things are going, and it's going to be kind of bare bones in the house, with, you know, whatever we are going to keep is going to go into our luggage. Nuts to think about, actually. I have moved countries. Well, this will be the 5th time that I'm moving country in my life. Not the 5th time I'm moving. 5th time I'm moving to a country. 5th time's a charm. I'm sure it will be good. I'm sure this is the last time too. There's no plans to move again, and to be honest, even if my condition required me to actually move, I'm not sure I'd have the heart to. You know, something like what I have can be demotivating. That's a good word for it. It can be quite demotivating, and can be difficult to overcome, and this one was one of those. It's taken 4.5 years of prep. You know, that kind of time for preparation, dedication, saving, making some really, really tough decisions. Not something you want to do several times in your life. Trust me. But those are two big updates. I'm very excited about it, you know, and I'm excited that we're going to be getting our South African passports sorted. And once we get our South African passports, we should be able to get Charles' carte codice fiscale, which is the tax number, Italian tax number, sorted out as well before he comes through, so he can be put on the contract. Oh, look who we've got this time. Hello, Sadie. Move that out your way. Should take your spot, Luna. Hello, Sadie. You really greet us, hey? Ugh, Sadie. Yeah. She can be a sweetie pie, but she's a bit nuts. Anyway, sorry about that. What else is there at the moment? There's nothing really else at the moment because I don't have a date, so there's nothing really exciting there. But our marriage certificate, yay! I'm glad about that, and I'll, obviously put that in a very safe place because I'll need it to register our marriage at the comune or the municipality where I'll be registering my residency. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment. We are getting the last things ready for the movers to get here on, to work through here on Tuesday. And we're making sure that we've packed everything that we really wanted to pack. And, final arrangements essentially on all of our things until Tuesday. I'll be sure to film some of that. I'll obviously just not want to film anyone personally, so I don't want to show anyone else's face unless, they are doing a sort of collaborative effort with me. But I will film a little bit of what the truck and packing process and all of that will look like. So if you do want to see what that kind of preparation is, then please do go ahead and subscribe, follow along. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions if you have them. Just leave them down in the comments for me. Yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. If you want to meet the cats that are going with us, I'll also leave a link down to that for you. And we are using immigration lawyers, and we are using a pet travel agency. I'll leave those links down in the description as well if you are in the process of immigrating or thinking about immigrating, or just in general thinking about traveling with your pets. So yeah, do let me know down in the comments. Do subscribe if you want to see where this lands up. I know this wasn't an awfully exciting video with awfully exciting updates, but just know that we're all sitting in anticipation. We are on the edge of our seats, waiting in anticipation for some great news. And I have a feeling that more wonderful news, it will be on the way very soon. Maybe that's just my optimism, but hey, here's to hoping. So anyhow, as usual, thank you for watching, and you'll see me in the next video with the next update. Alla prossima! Ciao!